You guys ever know this feeling where you see a picture of a watch and you think, I just need to check that watch out. I'm really interested in that. That's what I felt when I first saw a picture of this Pelton Perseus. I reached out to the brand. I asked if I could review one, feature one on my channel here. And Denny, the man behind Pelton, sent this prototype, which is the very first silver dial Perseus that's come off of his production line. So very cool opportunity. I'm excited about this video. This is one that I've really been looking forward to. It's a special watch for a couple reasons. The big one for me is this is a made in the United States watch. And it's not, machined in Asia, assembled in the United States and shipped out. This is real domestic production of a luxury piece. This is really cool. So I'll drop in some video. Denny actually was gracious enough to send me video of his production in Michigan, in Detroit. And you can see he's taking American-made steel. He's machining it himself. He's doing the hand finish work, all the brushing, the polishing, the assembling of the watch, the regulation of the ETA movement, the casing, putting everything together. And it's so cool to see that happening domestically. This is a big deal for me. I mean, look at the level of craftsmanship here. Look at the fine finish work, how sharp the edges are, the deep grain brushing, the polishing. There's an artisan feel to a watch like this. And I find that very impressive. So throughout the video here, I'll be showing the clips of him actually producing these watches, which I just think is so interesting as a watch fan. And then I'll talk to you about the watch because it is quite a looker. It does have quite the presence, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now I'll put some dimensions here on the screen so you guys can see the size of the watch. It might sound small, with 39 millimeters and under 10 millimeters in height. But the way that this design sits on the wrist, it plays a lot bigger, especially with this integrated H-link bracelet. So I think the size is perfect. I love the proportions. I love the thinness. Denny told me that he could get thinner if he used a thinner movement, but it would risk being too thin proportionally. I think he made the right choice in going with an ETA 2824 top grade. You can see it's a beautiful execution of a very trusty movement, very nice perlage work. The striping, the blued screws looks very, very good. And he regulates this to 6 different positions, so it's accurate like a chronometer. You're going to be getting guaranteed plus or minus 4 seconds per day. So it's a nice movement. It's nice and thin. Again, the proportions I think just look spot on. And my favorite part is just the presence on wrist. Check this out. Look at how the light play coming off the different angular surfaces and how polished the bezel is with the chamfered edges and the blackened screws that are on the bezel, attaching that bezel to the case. This is a very dynamic looking watch, and you never grow tired of looking at it. I mean, it's quite a statement piece. And again, the heft, the way it fits, the artisan feel of this being a handcrafted in the United States watch, that's cool. So Denny does everything he can in-house. The only thing that is not in-house is, of course, the movement, which is Swiss. The dial and hands are Swiss. And he does buy the butterfly-style deployant clasp to keep the costs down. But you're looking at the bracelet, the case. That's all American steel, and that's all machined and finished in-house. Now, I talked to Denny, and it takes him about 18 hours to do one bracelet and about 15 hours to do the case and the assembly of the watch. So he's really producing about 1 per week, which is relatively low. So when you buy one of these, you know that he's spending 1 week of his time to build, machine it, regulate it, send it out to you. And I don't know, I kind of appreciate that. It's a lot different feel from the mass-produced lower-end watches and even the higher-end luxury watches that you see all around. You're not going to see very many Pelton Perseuses on wrist or in Facebook watch groups. And so that level of artisan exclusivity, I don't know, I think that's kind of a draw. So the watch retails for $2,500. So we've got luxury level, entry level luxury pricing here. Very sharp looking watch. Obviously, it's got some homage elements namely the Royal Oak from Audemars Piguet. I'm seeing some Overseas from VC, some IWC Ingenieur. There's some nice elements from very nice luxury watches. And Denny's absolutely done a great job at creating that, domestically, but at a very high level. The tolerances here are incredibly tight. There's basically no flex or give to this bracelet. And I think that's pretty cool. So I love the finish work. I love the design. I love the elements from the different brands. Again, the big draw for me is the USA production. And Denny's, I had a chat with him, and he doesn't just want to do cases and bracelets here. He wants to do everything here. So he's looking into how to produce dials, handsets. Eventually, once he masters that, he wants to produce a movement here in the United States, in Michigan, which I think is awesome. So this brand, it's an exciting one. It's moving in the right direction. They're definitely coming out with some very solid products. Yes, it's a higher price point. Again, the design is not for everybody. I totally recognize that. But for what is being presented here, I'm a little surprised that it's at the mid $2,000 price point because of the hands-on nature and the in-house production, the domestic production. I think it's actually pretty cool that he's able to get the price point where it is. And so I'm looking forward to what he does in the future. Very cool watch. Very excited to have spent some time with it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, or you can reach out to me via email. I'll put a link to Denny's website, Pelton's website, as well as Pelton's YouTube channel, where you can see the full videos of the clips that I've shown you here in this video. It's fun to check out if you've got a few minutes. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.